Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share with you what we know of the Asian and, more importantly, the Filipino mobile consumer. I know everybody's talking about mobile, especially smartphones, and it's not just here in the Philippines but also in the region. And definitely, marketers want to know more about mobile consumers and how consumers engage with this medium. We at Nielsen believe that we are at a tipping point of change that will redefine how we market to consumers. In the next few years, we will see the rise of connected devices, from smartphones to smart houses, with the ability to wirelessly control lighting and appliances, from carrying handsets to wearing them, which we're seeing now with Samsung, from a TV-dominated media to multiple screens open at the same time, that will make cutting through the clutter more difficult, from passive advertising to a more interactive engagement, to be able to cut through the clutter as well as the cutting through the multiple screens. It's a time to shift the perspective to mobile by understanding the mobile consumers to allow us to ride this tide of change. So let's get started and deep dive into understanding the Asian mobile consumer. The first question that comes to mind: are the markets across Asia at the same level of evolution? The answer is no. We have markets like Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, and Australia on your left, having reached or even surpassed developed markets in terms of smartphone penetration. Developing Asia is fast catching up, reaching critical mass in markets like Indonesia and Thailand. The Philippines is still to grow at the same level as our Asian neighbors. It's just, as you saw earlier, it's just 15%. But with the entry of local value smartphone brands, we expect the smartphone penetration to grow significantly, if not by next year, definitely by 2015. So is driving the smartphone growth in Asia. If you look at the demographic profile of those driving smartphone adoption, it's mostly the younger generation. Consumers in the age group of 16 to 34 years old, including students, young working adults, and first jobbers, are driving the penetration of smartphones in 5 out of the 9 markets. In the Philippines, however, smartphone penetration is being driven by a slightly older age group, 25 to 34 years old, who are mostly males, and who are more likely to be working and would have the capacities to spend.